What's up, guys? I am back in DeFi Kingdoms, second time today, less than 5, 6 hours. So definitely looking like I'm fucking obsessed already. But the market is crashing right now. And when I say the market, I'm not just talking crypto. I'm talking everything is crashing. Obviously, some crazy headlines from Russia, very much pointing to stock markets, traditional markets coming down significantly tomorrow once they reopen. Um, so to me, this is all an opportunity to say, let's maybe put some of my assets that I've got in DeFi Kingdom into the NFT heroes. I've always felt that sometimes these more altcoins that have very low volume, as well as NFTs, are a safer place to keep your money during a market crash. Now, obviously, not financial advice. Gotta throw that disclaimer out there. But what I've typically seen is, with the NFTs, um, in any ecosystem, really, you purchase it at a certain crypto price, whether that crypto price is crashing or coming up, the actual value in that cryptocurrency tends to remain relatively stable. And with the altcoins as well, they typically have much lower volume. So when you think about your household names like Bitcoin and Ethereum, that are just going absolutely crazy right now. The super altcoins tend to have a smaller following, smaller number of people. That does mean that they can get manipulated more easily since they are very low volume. But typically, I've found at least that they'll hold a little bit better through a crash. Typically, can't say for certain. I am just going to just check out very quickly. The price of Jewel did come down a little bit. I think I bought around $6.10 today. Now, when I say I bought, I mean I was really buying jewels to then stake it and earn 250% APR. So, yeah, it's down. It looks like about 10%. Markets are coming down in general. Not overly concerned quite yet. Just looking at the volume here quickly, it does look like we had very low volume for quite some time. And then, we are seeing just in the past few weeks that volume picked back up and then less and less. Now we're getting a little bit of buying volume the past couple of days. So we'll see. We'll see. Who knows where this is going to go. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I've got a little bit of one token left in my wallet. I think I've got about 5,000. Yeah, about 5,001. So I'm going to maybe just turn that into a little bit more Jewel and check out the marketplace for NFT heroes. Now, these are pretty intense. So I'm going to go into the tavern, which is where you can buy the NFT heroes. I'm going to talk to the sexy lady here, Agent Selena. Yep, she's great. But if we just go ahead and look at these heroes that they have for sale, there's a lot going on with these characters. So I actually read a whole Medium article on this. I can definitely drop that article in the comment section down below. It's a lot. And even within that very lengthy article, it was linking out to many other articles going even deeper on some of the gameplay and the strategy. It was a lot to absorb, but I'm going to do my best here to break down the basics. So some of the key details that seem to matter. Rarity. So you do have options from the least rare, which is called common, moving up in scale across 5 classes to mythic, which is your least common. And when I look here at this article I referenced about Medium, just to give you a feel, you can see there's a lot here, but just to give you a feel of the breakdown of rarities, here you go. So you can see a lot of, in this distribution, a lot of common, a lot of uncommon, still rare starts to get a little bit, as the name implies, a little rarer. But then legendary and mythic, very few of these characters. And so that's obviously going to have an impact on the appreciation of the NFT itself. Some other things to consider, and I'm just going to give this a little bit of a scroll here so we can get closer in on the card. What what class of character they are. So you have priest, wizard, pirate, thief, knight. Generally, if you think about PvP, players against players type of gameplay, they are going to be allowing tournaments where 3 players can go out at a time to battle other players. And my guess is you're probably going to, if you decide to make that your key strategy, your main strategy, you're probably going to want to have a combination of a priest slash wizard who could do a little bit more of the spell casting, special maneuvers, maybe a ranger or something that can do a little bit more of that long range combat, and then something like a thief, a knight, a pirate can do more of that close hand to hand type of combat. I'm just speculating here, but that would be my guess. Then let's talk a little bit about the levels here. So the levels, similar to other games, definitely similar to Crypto Raiders. You can have a level 1 all the way down through level, I think 11 is the highest they have at the moment. I'm confusing my generations and levels. Let me backtrack here. Generation, you could have starting at generation 0 all the way through 11. And basically what happens is if I take a Gen 1 and I take another Gen 3, and those two together summon a new character, that new character will get a +1 to whatever the highest generation is between the two summoning characters. So in my example of a Gen 1 plus a Gen 3, I would be able to summon a Generation 4 character. The generation does have an impact on their stats and how quickly they will level up. So that's something to keep in mind, is that their stats around strength, agility, endurance, wisdom, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and luck. The rarity of the card will have some impact on how quickly they level up, as well as the generation will have some impact as well. I also did some digging into what does it mean for these these stats that are green or blue. Basically, that just means that you get a +2 bonus at that time to that particular stat. That blue indicates that you get +4% on that stat. I think I was reading that as you level up, these bonuses will move around, or maybe not. Maybe that's just +2 on endurance, for example, forever. I'm not too concerned with the stats right now. From a professions perspective, this is where you can actually go and perform these activities: mining, gardening, foraging, and fishing, and earn jewel and earn utility for doing those activities, as well as earning experience on your character and starting to level them up. But I did read that this is, if you're looking for professions as one of your main strategies, do keep an eye on what they're offering here and how that might reward you in terms of jewel, utility, token. I will just flip it back here. Talking very quickly, experience we already mentioned. As you level this up, you can actually level up your character, which increases their stats, which makes them better in the game, whether it's from a professions or a combat perspective. Could also see scenarios where as more quests get released, you must be a certain level to do those quests. Stamina. This is basically when you're doing activities, it does require stamina. So when you're doing those professions, it is going to draw down on your stamina. You can recharge your stamina naturally. It sounds like you get 1 stamina every 20 minutes, I believe I read. Or you could actually accelerate that using potions. But this is just basically showing that this character is pretty low in stamina at the moment, but it should rejuvenate over time. All right, last major one that I want to touch on is summoning. This one's big. So this is basically the act of, other games will call it breeding or recruiting. Here they're calling it summoning. And essentially what you can do is you can take a character and you actually need 2 characters, 2 parent characters, and then you need some crystal. So you actually have to form this energy crystal, which does require jewel. But then you use that crystal energy and your 2 characters to summon a new character. But you can see that the amount of summons that a character has he's actually there's a maximum number of times they can summon, and this will show you how many times of that maximum number this particular character has left. I did read that if I had a card with 5 summoning potential and another with 6, if I were to summon a new character with it, that new character would only get 4. So one less than the least of its parents would only get 4 opportunities to summon. So you can see how there's kind of eventually a deflationary nature to the character and summoning capabilities as kind of that that particular activity gets used up in the game. All right, I'm not going to talk too much about the health points, the mana points. There was a lot there. There's also this idea of what element is the character. There's like light, dark, water, fire. Not too concerned overall with those elements right now. I think that's going to matter more when we get to combat play. But right now, I'm actually thinking that I would like to do 2 things. One is try to get the best, rarest character I can without breaking the bank. And 2 is to get a common character, maybe 2, that can focus on doing some of those professions to get me some utility token rewards, and or listing those guys for hire, which is when I can let somebody else take my character and go and summon a new character with their own character, but they will pay me to essentially hire, like an escort. Sounds crazy. But they can rent out my character just for that summoning activity, and I'll actually get paid passively to do that. So you can only list your character every 24 hours to summon. But if you stay on top of that and you're getting paid, let's say 20 jewel to do it, which is 120 bucks roughly. You could be making 120 bucks per day just by listing your character, assuming there's a market for it. So let's check out what we can do here. I do want to focus on cards that have some good amount of summons remaining. I do think that's one of the levers I'm going to pull here to try to drive some passive income. And I'm just going to start by looking at the floor prices on each level of rarity. So let's just check out Mythic first. Mythic here, looks like the floor price is starting around $350. So I think that's roughly $2,000, let's call it, and change. Pretty expensive, but I've seen the rarest cards in other games like Crypto Raiders become worth a few ETH, so many thousands of dollars. So could be a good play, but maybe not my first purchase here. Looks like Legendary then drops off by a little over 50%. So you're looking at now like a $900 price tag or 155 jewel. Checking out Rare. Rare is going to give a floor price around, looks like we're talking about 55 jewel. Honestly, that's a pretty big drop off. So now you've dropped about 67% from Legendary. Starting to get pretty attractive, $300 or so. Uncommon looks like a floor price of 41. And let's check out Common, because that wasn't a huge drop from rare to common. Rare to uncommon. So uncommon to common looks like they only dropped about another 5 jewel or so. So not a huge drop off in these lower ranges, which is pretty interesting. I do want to see though, if I change my filter to maybe only having 3 summons remaining. Yeah, that doesn't really change the price, surprisingly. How about if we take it to a rare and just see what this is about? And yeah, again, not really changing the floor price. So to me, this is a no-brainer. Go for the higher summons remaining. And let's maybe just pick up a rare to start. I am seeing full stamina here, no experience at all. This is a level 1, so I'd have to do all the leveling up. It's an archer. Whatever. Flip the card here. Gardening is the main stat. I don't really want to know what these numbers mean. I don't know why they're all 0, but this is marked as main. I guess she's not really a gardener. Yeah, maybe I can find something on that real quickly. So let's see, professions. There are 4 professions. I don't have a separate foraging. Profession skill has a significant impact on rewards you receive from profession quests. The profession skill is 2/3 of the weight in determining your rewards from the initial profession quests. where the 2 applicable stats only account for 1/3 of the weight. As such, profession skill is huge. Key note: profession skill only increases rewards when it hits the next full integer. In other words, 1.1 is the same as 1.9. It's not until it hits 2.0 that benefits you. How do you level profession skill? It's a percent chance to get a skill up on it, and it's like its own reward from the quest. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Hubert is saying some shit in Discord. How does this impact the decision? Obviously, that's me. Like profession skills, this one's also super important. The main profession gene. Okay, how does this impact your decisioning? So green, whatever is green, bonuses when this hero runs the guardian quest. Okay, so there we go. So you get bonuses for higher numbers against the professions, and the green one indicates the one that if you do that specific type of activity, you'll get the most bonuses on. So I'm just going to do some flipping here. See, oh, and I like this. 5 jewel more. We got a 4.6 foraging. So I'm liking that. How much summoning left? We got 5 summoning left versus 5 here versus 6 here. A lot of good indicators. Level 2 warrior. I'm liking this guy's looks. Let's check out a couple others before I get too money hungry or stir crazy, or I don't even know the words are, but yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Foraging. So now if I pay 5 more jewel yet, it's another $30. I can get decent foraging, but I'll have a good bit more summoning. So definitely something I can take into account there. That's a Gen 3 though, and this is up here a Gen 2. So presumably this guy is all around just a good buy. So I'm gonna go ahead and see. Let's get this guy. And I just realized I've got to actually first go and get some jewel. So I'm gonna go to their fun little DeFi exchange here. Go to the trader, and I've got some one. How much one do I have again? I've got 5,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and get like 4,500. Jewel. Where's the jewel? So that's only 109. That would probably give me 1 rare character and 40. Probably give me 1 common character, but maybe I just want to give this a little extra oomph to get started here. 121 jewel gives me 29 1 in my MetaMask, which I think is enough for all my transactions. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's go ahead and get that. Looks like transactions, yeah, super cheap. Don't need much. 1 in my wallet to make sure I can still transact. All right, and let's see. We are pending. Boom. There we go. All right, so I know this is going to be a longer video, but having a lot of fun, honestly. This is just kind of addicting. Cool. All right, I'm going to go back to the tavern, talk to the sexy bitch Selena, buying some heroes now, and I specifically liked this guy. This guy is Tipnea Tree Striker. All right, Tipnea's Tree Striker. I like it. So let's just make sure this is the guy I wanted. Does have great foraging. Got some summoning left. No sale history. That's cool. And yeah, I like it. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy. Approve this guy. Let's make it mine. Just have to say, it's so much fun when you're playing around these other blockchain networks and you're dealing with 0.00001 transaction fees in terms of US dollar. It's insane, and pretty fast too. I mean, you saw that just completed. Just love that. Just love that. So awesome. I think I've got this for this person now, and hopefully they show up. I don't know where they show up. Yeah, we'll have to figure that piece out. Maybe I should do that very quickly before I. Professions portal marketplace. Shouldn't I see this number calm down because I just bought this guy? Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Well, when all else fails, do some searching, right? Where do NFT heroes go after purchasing from Tavern? All right, let's check this out. All right, looks like they're buying. They're doing all the filtering, flip and compare, select and buy hero. All right, after filter, compare the stats. There are two heroes we would consider. The hero on the right is Gen 2. The hero on the right is. If you plan to summon more heroes, the hero on the left is a better choice. If your goal is to purchase the best mining hero, then the hero on the right would be the better option. All right, well, that was not helpful at all. So let me just try refreshing here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Might have to play around with this a little bit for myself. Maybe I can see no heroes match the current list activity. Don't see your heroes use expanding the internet? Click below to whitelist the API. This will open another page. Alright, well. Let me just check out that rare guy again and see if it's still listed. I don't know. I'm confused. Where's Tipthina the tree striker, whatever that person was? I don't know. Let's try getting a common here. And I'm gonna go for a well, at least 5 remaining. So Dorian the Glory Dancer, what's going on here? Not a whole lot in the professions field, but a level 1 Gen 2 warrior with all the summons remaining. Yeah. Alright, well. Gotta pick another card here. Just gonna dig around. What do we got? What do we got? 5 out of 5, 5 out of 10. Now, I think, okay, so it is better to have 5 out of 10 because when I summon the new one, in this case, the new card that would summon would only have a maximum of 4 summons, whereas in this case, they have a maximum of 9. So there is a lot of value in that. This one has 5 remaining, though. This one has 8 remaining. What's it hiding here? What do we got? So this is better foraging. I guess that's good for when I finish my summons. I can still do some other quests with it. I don't know. Seems like let's see what else we've got here. Still kind of the same price range. 7 summons, 8 summons. Alright, alright. 5 summons, 6 summons. Let's scroll down here. Anything really catch my eyes? Interesting. Not really, to be honest. So I'm gonna come back up. I liked that 139 card here. That has 8 left over. Now this one has 10 total, but only 5 left over. I think I'm gonna opt for, this is tough. I'm gonna opt for this guy though. This Dirge Spark. I don't know, whatever his name is. So see his lineage, no sales history, owned by Lambo Knight. Something really interesting I saw too is you can actually take the ID of the character, and in Discord you can interact with the hero bot. So you can give some different commands to the hero bot, but in this case I can actually give, of course we decided now is the time to be as slow as could be, but I can actually give this command, and just like I did up above here, I can actually see all kinds of key details about this card. But HeroBot is thinking, so that's disappointing. It's disappointing. I'm also going to check the Discord here. Oh man, we're up 7,000 members since yesterday. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, well I want some characters before they all get bought out, so let me buy a hero, I guess. Alright, and again, there's very low fees, 0.011, and one is like 14 cents right now, so you know, it's like a penny and a half. Alright, so that's pending. I am going to view this one on the Blockchain Explorer if it gives me the option, because I'm a little bit confused where my sales are going, to be honest. For those of you who have made it this far in the video, you're watching definitely just some raw error, not on auction. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah. Error not on auction. Alright, well, gonna have to do DeFi, Kingdom, Tavern, error not on auction. Tavern 2 months ago. The Tavern is currently encountering some bugs. There are fixes live on the beta sites. You cannot go there to buy or wait till the fixes get rolled out on the live server. Here's a link to the beta site. Be warned, it is beta site. What you do there is final. I haven't had any issues with it at all. You should trust things from random address. You can go to the official DFK Discord to find the beta link as well. Oh, that error actually means the hero is already sold and not listed and delisted from the tavern. Alright, everyone seems to be saying beta seems to do the trick in fixing. Well, let me just verify here. I still have my same balance. So hopefully everything I just did wasn't for naught. But alright, let's hop over to beta. See what beta is all about. Beta. What you got from beta? Looks like the same shit so far. Yep, we're gonna connect it. I understand. Do I? I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and refresh. I want to get my jewel count here. Love that. I've got nothing to show. But, alright, so my bid failed. 4, I still got my jewel here. There we go, it did just load. Let's check out the tavern again. Favorite girl, Selena here. Looks grumpy as ever. Let's just make sure that the floors are on the same. Let's just see what we're dealing with here. So it looks like they're around the same. Look, I even see my Tiffany tree striker that I tried to buy. And I'm betting I still like that purchase. So yeah, that's a 5, 6, 5. I think for me, this is more about the card's foraging, level, and rarity. So yeah, let's see if we can't buy this guy this time. Great, great. This looks really promising. I have seen this with the Harmony Block Explorer. Honestly, when it shows nothing like that, it almost might be a sign that things went okay. And I don't see that card listed here anymore, so could be good news. All right, let's go ahead and grab a common. I'm going to comment, and I'm going to try and max out here on both how many times this card can summon as well as how many it has remaining. So I was looking at one that had, I think, 8 left. It was 8 for 8. Dang. 8 for 8 in this guy's. Just curious, what does the uncommon go for? So 5 more. You do have a 7 for 9 right off the bat. It's not looking terrible. 6 for 6, 5 for 5, 9 for 9. Level 1 Gen 2 though, so it might not be quite as attractive, but yeah, let's just see here. I've got 60 jewel left, 62 jewel. So what else? What else can we find here? I'm gonna see. I want to get a generation 0 1 on the max summons remaining of an uncommon, and I could care less about the level, to be honest. But yeah, let's see what we can get. So looks like level 1 Gen 1 50, 6 out of 10 remaining for 54, 6 out of 10 remaining for 5. Does this guy have anything this guy doesn't? A little bit more foraging. 6. 6 out of 10 left. It's a lot of work, guys. A lot of work to have to play this game. A lot of variables involved. 7 out of 10. Is it worth those 2 extra summons? Could be. I think you can maybe get paid 15 jewel per summon every time you list their higher out, so you know, could be worth it for those extras, assuming those prices still hold. Before I buy any further, let's actually list higher for sale. Okay, so I can list it here. What if I list higher for sale, buy, sell, recently sold, recently hired? That she got recently hired. I wonder if, okay, it looks like for an uncommon warrior, 32 jewel, 9 jewel. Let's check out why did this guy pay so much more? Let's check out the bot really quickly. And just see if we can't see why that one was worth so much more. Alright, so it looks like this guy, gender, profession, I don't even know how to read that. Let's see, DeFi, Kingdom, HeroBot, commands. What are my options here? Wasn't super helpful, wasn't there? Hero stats, family tree, and more. Bots command channel. Alright, we're in the bots command channel. How to get started with the hero bot. Let's check it out. Hero displays information about a hero. That's all DFK heroes. I don't want that. Yeah, I want just this guy. What do we got here? So this guy was the one that wasn't paid for very much. Uncommon wizard. Paid only 9 to rent him out. Little escort whore. And he had 4 out of 5 summons remaining, so he had lower summons in total. Let's see if that was maybe something to do with it. Whereas this guy, had 7 summons in total. Okay, so people liked that. He was Gen 2. This guy was Gen 4. Okay, he was lower generation. So for a Gen 2 with 7 summons remaining, I should be able to get 32 jewel to rent them out, roughly. So let's just go back here now and look at my uncommon. So 10 in total, right? That's got 10 in total, 6 remaining. I can't put them on for 14 minutes. All right, I could live with that. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Just do some flipping. Oh, this guy's got crazy fishing. All right, I like that. In case I ever, burn out his burn count or something, I can still come back and fish him. Oh man, I am down the rabbit hole right now, guys. No doubt about that. But yeah, I'm thinking get a common, level 1, Gen 1. It must have some stats, like potential matching stats. I know that's a big thing. Let's see. If I do /match on that same guy. Hero 1 is this. And hero 2 is, let's just do the previous one, I guess. I don't know what I want to match with. Previous one was 6, 4, 7, 6, 9. Yeah, there's this whole chart, man. This is for someone else to think about. How much is it going to cost to summon, though? So that's probably part of the thought process. If you summon more times, the cost goes up. So lower. Yep. Okay. And then they have this whole matching thing here. Let's see if I can't find it. It's crazy though. Like this whole, if you mix this with that, you might get this result. It's honestly insane. Yeah, forget it. I don't even feel like looking for it. I do remember that every time you summon, it's your generation has a base summon cost plus 2 for every time you've already summoned. So presumably, if I've got one that's got a lot of summons left, so a lot of summoning left, and they haven't used that many of them, I can rent them out pretty well. What was this guy? How many summons did he have left? 5 of 7. Versus this guy, he only had 4 or 5 though, so it may have just been more of the generation and the summon denominator. Alright, well, let's see if we can't find something like that. So, I wish they'd let me do summons remaining and total summons possible, so I can get that denominator too. 5 of 10, 5 of 10, 5 of 10. Lots of 5 of 10s. I guess that's when it starts getting cost prohibitive. 6 of 10, so that's 55. What's the catch? That's pretty decent. I have to wait an hour before I can list them though, so that's annoying. I don't know if that's in the world. Actually, that could be longer than an hour. So, oh man, decisions. Let me go back to the recently hired one more time here. Common going for 15. Common going for 37. So maybe I can actually get a common and do some damage here. Looks like they're not getting that much, but they're getting some. What did this guy get listed for here? I feel like I'm in a brothel just like looking up these stats. Alright, so he had 5 of 9 summons remaining, Gen 2. Yo, he had crazy good fishing. Okay, so he was a stud fisher. Alright, well maybe that's why he fetched the price. Where's that other common that got? Yeah, 37. What was this guy's deal? What makes him so special? Nothing crazy in the profession. Gardening's high. Alright, give him that. All summons remaining. The low summon, Gen 2. He hasn't summoned at all, so I think that's probably what did it a bit. That was 22 minutes ago though, so maybe that's what we gotta look for. Let's find something like that where we've got all their summons remaining. So maybe I gotta drop into the common class. See what we're working with here. I want all 10 remaining. Dang. A little bit more jewel than I've got at the moment. So I'll look for like a 8 remaining. I think I've got like 60 jewel, 61. So I need a little bit cheaper. We're getting close though. What if I do like a Gen 2 actually? I've been probably messing up on that piece. Can I get uncommon if I do that? Ooh, I can get uncommon. Oh, and I like that. I like that a lot. So we got some level 1s here, all Gen 2s though. Who's got the most to offer? And maybe maybe I don't need. I just want 7 out of 10 remaining. 7 out of 9, 7 out of 7. He's got a 15-minute cooldown period. I could probably wait 15 minutes. I've already been talking for 45 minutes here. 8 out of 8. Level 1 Gen 2. Maybe try for Gen 1s or Gen 2s. Really just trying to maximize. What does a Gen 1 look like? 7 out of 10, 67. Just out of range. Oh, really wish that weren't the case. Can't buy more 1 right now though. I've got to wait for the market to finish crashing. Once Bitcoin starts to bottom out, I'll buy some more 1 on crypto.com, get into my MetaMask, then I'll be back in business. But for right now, Looks like Gen 1's out of my range. So I'm gonna just see what my options are with Gen 2. I've got 8 out of 8 remaining, 9 out of 9. So that range of 7 out of 7 to 9 out of 9 looks like it's 3 different. So I might just check around in here a little bit, see what we're working with. Nothing too special here. This guy's looking pretty good. Brassica Grizzless. Archer, okay. People pay more for knights, I don't know. 9 out of 9 as well. Ugh, gotta run some harder analytics here. Annoying to have to click back and forth. Alright, let's see. Common, knight, priest. I'm trying to see, forget already what class that was. I was just looking at. Thought that looked pretty good though. Priest uncommon getting 27. Monk pirate. I don't know. I don't know that I can get a feel from it from this basic ass UI. Honestly. Could run a. Alright, what was that guy I was looking at? Brazilius was an archer. Oh, okay. Let's check out how archers are doing. Archer for 30. That's a rare archer. Okay, that's not promising. Archer for 50. That's rare archer. Archer for 10 uncommon, and that's a little light. Alright. Archer for 11, that's rare. Archer for 3, that's uncommon. It doesn't look like archers do very well. No. I guess that might be a theme. Sage. Ooh. Give me one of those. Common Sage for 300? What the hell's going on here? Let's check this bad boy out. Maybe that's actually the way to go. As you can see, just a lot of trial and error here. Just kind of trying to see what people are. I guess he had high foraging, not that many summons. Gen 2. Alright, let's see if we can't find ourselves a Sage. Why not? So we'll go to Common here, and we'll go to Sage. See what we can find. No heroes match. 4 out of 4, 60. Level 1, Gen 2. Looks fun. DeFi, Kingdom, main class. Number of each. I don't know. Do they have a distribution somewhere around? Yeah, rarities. Let's go. We got. Alright, so. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. DeFi, Kingdom, how rare are Sage? It's an elite class. Oh, okay. I read something about this. Alright, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of making this video. I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to me talk to myself. I just gotta pull the trigger, don't I? So I can only. I mean, this looks like a great buy just from that one sale. Let's see if I can't find any more Sages though. Maybe I'm being duped by some, what do you call that, whitewashing when you sell it to yourself. Nothing. So there's our Sage for common is 109. That's promising. Common Sage 300. Uncommon Sage for 198. Common Sage for 235. How does this guy's stats compare to ours? This last one had 2 out of 2 summons. The one I'm looking at is 4, so that's already better. Let's get this guy in here. This guy had 3 summons, Gen 2, level 1, nothing that special. He fetched a, unless I'm getting whitewashed, which totally could fucking happen, but I fucking list this guy once and it's gonna pay for itself like 4 times over. Hell yeah, this is a no-brainer. Here we go. I'm gonna buy this guy. Oh man. Ooh. We are edging up on the 1 hour mark. This has been a long process. Honestly, way longer than it should be. Let's see if my blockchain harmony looks like. Oh, this one actually had success. That's cool to see. Don't know why none of the other ones said anything useful, but cool. My balance is down, so I think I should have some heroes. And I guess the question is, do I have to go to the real DeFi kingdom to get these guys listed? So this is my sage, who's the boss, and this is my warrior, who I'm feeling pretty decent about. I don't know if I should have gone with a knight. She's a thief, but yeah, I think I'm gonna drop her in for like 40 jewels, see if anyone bites. Meanwhile, dropping a stage for like 250, 300. I'm going 300. Fuck it. I saw that 300. I'm going 300. But the question is, do I need to go back to my normal DeFi kingdom now? Because I don't want to get lost in beta land. DeFi kingdom. Def kingdom. DeFi kingdom. Man. Alright, start playing. Get me in this shit. Come on. I need some water. My throat hurts. Agent, list heroes for hire. Oh, and they're here. Gotta love that. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna list this bad boy. Fran, you're going up for 300. Let's see if anyone bites. You know what? It's not get greedy. 300. And Tree Striker, we're going to put you up for 40. Let's see if anyone bites. List for hire. The Tavern Marketplace will take a 4% cut, 3.75%. When your hero is hired, the remaining summons will decrease by 1. Okay. Stats, what these, foraging, these, lineage is a common and an uncommon. Oh, maybe that's why people. I don't know if the lineage means anything. I read that it doesn't, but you know, people are always about those bloodlines. You gotta be careful. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and type higher. I'll be pumped if this hits 300 jewels. I just fucking bought it for 60. Alright, well, I think it was a success. Looks like the Harmony blockchain looked how to confirm rental. I don't know if they had that. I'm gonna show that. I don't know if I need to hit that again. Alright. Oh, okay. I already hit it once. So hitting it again would have been bad. He's got some good foraging, this one. This Tree Striker guy. We're gonna have to forge with him at some point. And it makes sense. It's a Tree Striker. It makes total sense. Man, this is sad. I've spent more time playing this game today probably than. Can't even say it out loud. Get in trouble with work. Alright, so I think I listed both of them. Oh, so this one's already listed. Okay. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, I want to rent this guy for 300 jewel. Put him in the fucking red light district. Oh, look at that. No one went through this time. Cool. Alright, we'll see if anyone bites, I guess. I don't really know how I get notified if someone actually takes it, but how would I actually go and rent somebody? What if I want to rent? I'll have to investigate that another day. I'm ready to get the hell out of this tavern, man. Go get a real beer. So I think with that, I'm probably at an okay stopping point. I'm touching up on the hour mark coming up here soon. Well, maybe next time I'll have a lot more expertise at this point. Gotten some of the shakes out. Hopefully I'm renting some of these hoes and making a killing. We'll find out tomorrow.